Hello, and welcome back to Immortality, where I took a break and came back to continue recording immediately. So, what I seem to have figured out is that A, I was completely wrong about what I think I said in the first episode. I didn't understand what the right trigger was doing. What I believe is happening is that I'm choosing either to sort chronologically, which is kind of what I hinted at, or according to the order of the scenes in the clapboard. So with the calendar, if I zoom in here, this is September, August, and then 19th. If I do that, see, now they're sorted in chronological order, but that's just when they shot it. So if I hit right trigger again in order to sort by the actual scene numbers, then you can see it starts with 16B, then goes to 21A, then goes to 32A. And as for the left bumper, in the first episode, I said that I thought it was allowing me to see like what the hot spots were. It doesn't seem like that's what it's actually doing. It seems like it's putting all of the scenes of that film together. So if I hover over any of those, it's always going to isolate it to these. Now that I understand how to actually navigate this thing, let's get back on out and let's pick another scene to go through. Like before, I'm just going to unlock a scene, play it for you in full, and then I'm going to back out. Pause, go to the beginning. Here we go.
Well, I'm excited to see this movie.
Well, you have to tell me what you think.
Yeah, must feel like a new start for you. Can you talk about what happened with your previous movie?
Now, I'm sure everyone here has read about this or heard the gossip. I was making a movie in New York.
Your first as director?
Yes. At the time, I'd done quite a bit of work as a director of photography. This was my first. It would have been a superb movie. There was an accident on set, and an actor called Greenwood was unfortunately injured and later died. After that, we felt it was in everyone's best interest that we stop the movie. We decided not to finish.
And this movie also starred Marissa Marcel, and I gather it put a stop to her career. They say she's become a recluse.
I don't want to speak for Marissa, but I think recluse may be inaccurate. Because she didn't choose the court celebrity, I just think that makes her normal. I don't really think she disappeared or anything. She just chose a different life.
So you don't think she
Have you
disappeared?
met with Marissa since that movie?
I have not.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a commercial here, and when we come back, we will have some amazing new music.
All right, so this guy who was the actor in the first film, Ambrosio, he was the DP, like she said, on the next film, Minsky, but they didn't finish filming it because somebody named Greenwood was injured and died on set. And now we're going to go back to the main scene to, again, try to find any other hotspots, just unlock everything that I can from that. Now, his mug was one, but his mic was one also. Let's go to his mic. Okay, stop. To the start and play. I also turned the sound up in settings, so you should be able to hear everything a lot better without me bumping it up, I mean. Mi scusi.
Va bene.
Sì.
This has been my first time working here in Italy, and my first time working with the great Arthur Fisher. I just want to say thank you for trusting me to be your Ambrosio. What a movie. I always say, you can't make an A picture without an A team, and this has been an A team. Look, we took an 18th century novel and made a 20th century picture out of it. That's pretty magical. M.G. Lewis, I don't know if you're up there or down there. Wherever you are, I hope you like what we made. Vi amo.
Vi amo. Bene.
Arthur, you want to say something? Come on.
Maestro! 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 All right.
Thank you, Robert. Oh, yes.
His name's Robert. Okay.
Well, as you know, I work behind the camera, and I usually have someone to write all my dialogue, so I'll keep this short. You all have been wonderful, and I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me talking, so I'll shut up. Thank you, Gino. Thank you, Robert. And Marissa, get up here. And all of you, you've been a marvelous crew.
This has been my first movie. What a first movie. I feel like I just went through 4 years of film school and acting school and just life in a few months. What a team. Arthur, you were harsh but fair. For everything you put me through, I learned a lot. And your karma is having to spend the next 6 months staring at footage of me while I sleep it off. I hope you see something you like in there.
Everyone, a big round of applause.
Weird.
To our star, our gorgeous, la bellissima Marissa Marcel. I love you all, and I'm here only to say that I pay for the bar for the next hour. It is rare that I'm this generous. So please, have a drink and toast to our new friends. To movies. To movies. Cheers.
Okay, that's it for that one. I kind of don't like the fact that, well, I don't know, maybe I do, maybe I don't. The fact that when I match cut out of a scene, the thumbnail of it stays on that frame. On the one hand, it's good in case I forgot what frame I was looking at. I could go directly back to it. But on the other hand, if the frame is very similar to the frame in other clips, it may confuse me. But for now, because I have this favorited, it's fine. So I did his face. I did her face, I think. I did not do his cup. So let's go back into image mode, induce cup. Pause, start, and play.
34 Charlie, take 2.
Action.
I expected you in my cell, my love.
I've not the heart for it.
What ails you? I had assumed confession would have restored your appetite.
Desist.
Hold it. Keep rolling. From the top. More sexual, Marissa. Okay? Action.
I expected you in my cell, my love.
I've not the heart for it.
What ails you? I had assumed confession would have restored your appetite.
Desist. I'm sad until then. Tonight I met a girl as pure as Ambrosia once was. I wondered what it would be to be her husband. To comfort her, listen to her jokes. To kiss away her tears. But I'm a monk. I shall never marry. And to be with her outside of marriage, use her admiration of me to work her ruin. I could never debase her innocence like that.
Like you did mine.
Get out of my cell. Get out!
Damn.
Prostitute.
No, don't do it. Wow, that knife was bendy in the ink machine.
Okay. Quick turn around the painting. We'll pick up from Get Out. Get ready to go again.
Need a real knife, Arthur.
Yeah, like, that was kind of funny. All right, let's continue seeing if I can spot anything else in this interview. So here's another question. Because I can go frame by frame, is it going to use like the same hotspot twice? Pause, start, play. Oh, it's their chemistry test. Well, that's right, because this is her very first film.
Okay, you two. Give me scene 16. From Ambrosios, you have sacrificed yourself.
You've sacrificed yourself for me. Is there no remedy?
None that God would approve of. God demands a life, and to cross him is too steep a price.
If there is a way, live. Live for me. I renounce my previous edicts. Let us live together as brothers. Forget the distinctions of sex. Live for me.
It cannot be. I spoke before of the purity of my love for you, but the coming oblivion has pulled the veil from my eyes. On my deathbed, I must admit, my love for you is more than spiritual. A woman lives in my breast. She hungers to enjoy you. If I live, it would be to risk your reputation, your holiness. For I fear I am no longer able to fight my passions. I seize every opportunity to excite your desires and my own. No, Ambrosio, I cannot. I must not live.
Matilda, you cannot mean what you say.
Oh, do not leave me. Hear my truthful confession so I may be free of sin as I perish. Can you stop that? It's impossible.
There we go. That's the passion I want to see. Keep going.
I want you to live.
Live and plunge us both into infamy, an agent of hell. Here, feel my heart. It is yet a heart filled with honor, chastity. If it still beats tomorrow, it will be poisoned by the blackest of crimes. Let me then die today. Let me die a virgin. I shall sleep in your arms and close my eyes. Kiss my dying breath. Give me your blessing.
She said to kiss her. Mr. Jones has kissed a lot of women, so you are in safe hands, my dear.
You're in safe hands because he kissed a lot of women. And he leans over and then just chomps her face off.
Says they kiss passionately. If you are not up to the job, there are several men outside who would gladly take your feet and passionately kiss Miss Marcel. Well, I think that concludes our chemistry test. There is something there, but it may require some heavy drilling to bring it to the surface.
Ew.
Cut!
I don't like that euphemism, sir. All right. So we've got that scene. Interesting.
I'm excited.
Okay. Now, that was her face there. I would like it to go away, though, because if I click on it, it's just going to... Oh, no, it takes me to another one? Oh, that's going to make this tedious. Let me click her face again. Is it going to take me to yet another one? Holy shit. Okay. Well, at least I had my question answered. Let's just do this then. Once I get a hotspot, I'm going to keep clicking it until nothing new shows up for that hotspot. So, face again. Right? I've got to play all the scenes for you guys. I almost forgot. Let's watch the ones that I just unlocked so far. I did this one first.
In for her and shoots and rehearsals.
Pause. And go.
Scene 70 through 72, rehearsal.
Okay, we see a plane land on the tarmac at JFK, congested traffic around a busy NYPD office. And inside?
Okay. Thank you for seeing me.
Well, the deputy told me you weren't going to leave until I did.
I'm a crank, but a beautiful crank. That's what you're thinking. You're not really taking me seriously. Well, I needed to talk to you. I have information on the death of Maria.
So I hear. Well, listen. We're closing down the investigation.
What?
Our guys have determined it was an accidental death.
She couldn't swim.
What?
She couldn't. Nobody really knew that. She kept it a secret, but the fact that she couldn't swim means that it wasn't an accident. Now you're listening. I'm her body double. I'm paid to stand in for her in shoots and rehearsals. That's how I know.
Her body double?
That's right.
I thought you were her sister. The resemblance is uncanny.
I get it, but I'm not her sister.
Fine by me. Look, I'll level with you. Chief has been pushing hard for this whole case to disappear. But what you're giving me here would be reason to open things up again.
Really? Great. I'll give you a statement or whatever.
Not so fast.
What?
Look, I want to do this by the book. But it's best if the books aren't all kept in this particular library. Let's meet off-site. Somewhere nice and public.
Okay, well, I'm staying at the plaza. We could meet at the bar.
You free at 8?
Try that again with some chemistry, like this might go places.
Can he do that? Can he date people involved in cases?
He can?
He could do whatever we want him to.
You free at 8?
I'm free all week.
Plaza, huh? 9 sticks for a body double.
Body double to one of the biggest stars in the world. I'll tell you about it tonight.
Sounds good. Watch yourself, okay?
Off Maria's face, we cut.
Okay, so that was that scene. And that's the first one that we've got from the third film, I guess, which is Zoe. So back to one of the other ones that I unlocked. And start. And play.
Scene 61, rehearsal.
So we pull out, see the memorial, see the few kids left, this big pile of flowers, teddy bears, handwritten signs. In we come. We see it's Maria.
She stands.
Where does she kneel?
She's a ghost at her own funeral.
Is she ready to acknowledge his death? Or must she still keep distance?
I decide later. I think now I'm processing. First Heather.
First the child, then she can heal the adult.
So we stand.
Then leave. Around the corner and cut.
Oh, okay, nice. A nice short one. Okay, here you go. Pause, start, play. I hope that doesn't bother you that I'm going to say pause, start, play. It's just helping me remember that I'm trying to do this methodically.
Apple.
We reset it.
It's wrong. The arrangement is wrong.
Get that continuity going.
Apple is good. Action.
Elevator ding.
This will let you use the elevator and access your suite.
Does Frank need one too?
We have separate quarters for your staff. You'll have this entire floor to yourself. It's private and very quiet. The card will also give you access to the rooftop pool, which you should enjoy anytime you like.
Great. Is this real?
It is.
You're touching it. You can't tell?
Tech rehearsal starts in an hour. But you don't need to be there. We will need you for fitting at 5, and then it'll be on to the show.
Sounds good.
See you then.
I love those pants. Like pants that are just nicely fitted but loose and flowy.
Holy shit.
That dress has some bazonkas. What the hell? Huh. This one?
God isn't listening.
59 Apple, take 2.
And action.
God. Please, God, make the pain go away.
God isn't listening.
Matilda, how did you get in here? Where are your chains? Have they relented?
Ambrosio, I have outsmarted the Inquisition. In a few moments, I will be a kingdom away from this dungeon. My freedom came at a price. Will you pay the same, Ambrosio? Dare you cross the bounds that separate men and angels?
What have you done?
You know. My soul is not his, but his.
Ooh.
Would you prefer to die at the stake, burned alive with the mob looking on? Shame and infamy, not for me. I've exchanged a vague future happiness for certain happiness in the present. The spirits treat me as their queen. I have unlocked every pleasure available to me in this world.
Milkshakes?
I am ready to depart, but first beseech you. I still love you and would save you from your destruction. Summon him as I did. Abandon a god who has abandoned you and raise yourself to the level of a superior being.
I cannot give up on salvation. My crimes are monstrous, but my God is merciful.
I don't belong to him. I belong to he.
I leave now for liberty and joy.
No, you command infernal demons, bid them break my cell doors open. Please save me.
Alas, my pact forbids me from assisting a servant of God. Renounce your title and I can help.
I will not sell my soul.
Your arrogance will be your doom. You will regret it when you are burning. I leave you this book.
I was wondering what that
Read
was.
the first 4 lines of the 7th page backwards. If you are wise, we shall meet again. If not, farewell forever.
Freeze.
What is he doing? Oh, they're setting up for... Okay, I get it.
Drop.
And cut.
Was that good, John? Would you sell your soul if I asked you?
Cool. All right, that's that one. Okay, so far what's interesting to me is I feel like the 3 films we're restoring are a reflection of 3 periods in her life that are going to help us understand what happened in the end. Ambrosio, that's her first film. That's when she was at her peak. And I think that's when you're going to see a lot of her relationships established. And also where you'll probably start to see some kind of kinks in the armor, so to speak, with whatever this new fame is that she's found. And that's probably all going to come to a head in Minsky, because that'll be her first project where she's taking creative control, and you're going to have the accident that leads to shooting to stop. Maybe we'll find out more about that. But then she's gone and now comes back in this last film, Zoe, all the way in the 90s. But something seems off about her. Like that nosebleed just seemed weird. So I'm wondering what's going on with her there. Because again, this is an investigative thing, but I don't necessarily know if it's just, like I said in the beginning, probably paying an homage to film and telling a really interesting story where essentially I'm almost playing an editor here, where I'm piecing the different footage and the different clips and the different frames together to tell my own narrative. Or there could be something more to it. Like, is there a darker element to it? You know, was she murdered? Was something weird and supernatural going on? Like, this could go any number of ways, but I'm really into it so far. Let's do one more. Let's uncover a couple more scenes from here, and then we'll call it a day. All right, start. Here we go.
Okay, running this as a series, and action, will you confess?
I am innocent of any crime before man or God.
I have nothing to confess.
Chin up more. Again.
I have nothing to confess.
Plainer, more proud.
I have nothing to confess.
Bow your head, look up with your eyes.
I have nothing to confess.
Good, moving on. Ambrosio is tortured.
Ambrosio!
You have to look away. You can't watch. Again, with Ambrosio, this time you force yourself to look, but it's awful. Ambrosio, face. Let your face fall. You feel that all is lost. Again, close your eyes. Push yourself away from here. Now open them, but you're still here. Now they ask again to you, will you confess?
I am innocent.
You shall be put to the question alongside your accomplice. Guards?
I will confess! I will confess! I will confess! I corresponded with infernal spirits. I fornicated with the monk. I broke my sacred vows. I obscured my gender in order to enter into the holy order of the Capuchins. I conspired with Father Ambrosio to kidnap and defile the girl Antonia. I witnessed his murder of the same girl. I have blasphemed. I have sinned. I beg forgiveness of our eternal Father.
Again, look over at Ambrosio as you're saying it. Really, you are performing it for his benefit.
I corresponded with infernal spirits. I fornicated with the monk. I broke my sacred vows. I obscured my gender in order to enter into the holy order of the Capuchins. I conspired with Father Ambrosio to kidnap and defile the girl Antonia. Oh, I witnessed his murder of the same girl. I have blasphemed. I have sinned. I beg forgiveness of our eternal Father.
Conde de Villegas, you are sentenced to death. In 2 days' time, you'll be taken before the public at the Altar de Fe in the Plaza de Armas and burned at the stake.
No, please, I have penitent as God, not a forgiving God.
God will judge you himself after you have burned.
It's like God might forgive you. I ain't.
Please, God, no.
Okay, quick, again, from please God. Drag her away again, louder this time, Marissa. Wake Ambrosio up with your terror. Take her to her cell where she will wait for 2 days without food or water and prepare her death.
No, please, no, God, no, please,
Cut. Wonderful, my dear. Well, perhaps I won't burn you at the stake after all.
Translate! 57 Bravo, take 2.
Okay. I really don't understand how many more I can get from that one frame. All right, start. Why she look like Taylor Swift? Play.
Scene 21A, take 1.
Oh, Gino's the producer.
Action.
Is it against the rules to make love to a suspect?
Is that making love?
It was art. We're in a studio. Everything that happens here is art.
I kind of like the way he did that. I like that little look back, like, what the fuck?
How many pictures of you did he make?
I wasn't counting. It's been 4 years.
Is that one you? It looks different.
No, that's Olga. You can tell because she looks sad. He always painted her sad. She was Minsky's muse before I met him. She's crazy. But she's in Moscow. Minsky sent her back home. She writes him every week. He used to make me read the letters to him. Thought I could learn from Olga's example. Even after he abandoned her, she was devoted. But her recent letters were more angry.
She talks about killing herself. Are there others?
This dude seems very interested.
No, he made me burn them after I read them. But she's in Moscow.
Oh, those earrings. The face. I saw her at the gallery.
You sure? Her?
Yeah, that's her. She was at the show.
Cut. That was a little off. Carl, let Marissa lead things.
Okay, so that's Carl. Interesting. So that was Minsky. Like, I'm very tempted to look up and see how many clips there actually are in this game, but I'm afraid if I do, I don't know, it's going to overwhelm me. If it's like, there's 500 scenes that you can find in this, I'm going to be like, I don't know. I'm still going to play through it, but I might then be tempted to make much longer episodes. Well, let's do a couple more scenes, maybe 1 or 2, and then I'll call it for this one. Uh-oh. I hear things happening, but I don't see it happening. Well, I guess we'll have to restart that. Or maybe we won't restart that. Maybe that's the game's way of telling me, you know what, just end it here. I can't wait until I unlock everything. So when we go into the next episode, we're immediately going to go back to that main scene that I favorited to birth as many scenes as we can from her face, from the mic, from the candles, from whatever else we can. I guess until it stops. especially if all of these scenes have their own hotspots. Like, at some point, there's going to have to be some kind of overlap. And I just can't wait to find out. And if you can't wait to find out, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, support me on Patreon at the $1 tier or higher, and I'll be back very soon with more Immortality.